What's going on, YouTube? Real quick. As you know, I like to keep these videos kind of short. In the process of building a generator power extension. If you're familiar with the big diesel generators, I'm not talking about like the Home Depot or Lowe's type generators. I'm talking about the ones that are used for construction or when you're doing events, production and FEMA related things like, natural disasters, stuff like that. They all have the 50 amp 250 125 plugs on them. So I'm just basically building an extension for that. So just wanted to give you a couple quick tips. This is the plug that's going to be used on one end. This is a CS, that's Charlie Sam 6365, and then the other one is a 6364. But basically putting this together real quick. And like I said, just wanted to give you a couple pointers. Something that I've found out that I typically use every time I build these makes life a lot easier for me. When it comes to stripping back the wire, I'm always roughly around 3 inches of the main outer wire. And the wire that I use all the time is I like to use SOOW. You see where it says 600 volt? You have SJ and then you got the SOOW. The SOOW is just a better wire. So I kind of like to use things with better quality, higher quality, whatever. So anyway, what I do to get the actual housing, the outside housing stripped back is I just use a little pair of dikes and I kind of cut into the exterior, the outer part of the rubber. A disclaimer, right? That's going to take a little bit of practice because if you're not familiar with doing it or used to doing it, sometimes you may kind of snip the internal wires, which you don't want to do. So it takes a little practice, and after a while you'll get it to the point, like I'm gotten to the point now where when I do it, I could literally just pull the wire off. Let's see if we can do that. It's fighting back a little bit, but we're going to get it off. Hold on. There we go. All right, so now you got the wire pulled off, nice and clean. Throw that to the side, and then you're going to have some other pieces of like it's wound, I guess, cardboard. This helps with the protection of the actual wires themselves, in case the wire is on the ground and it's run over by trucks or any kind of vehicle, or it's in a high traffic area. This kind of helps, insulate the wires from each other. Even though they have insulation around them, that just kind of helps out with it. All right, so you're also going to cut this off, because if you see right here, I've already cut off the little cardboard windings, or whatever you want to call it on this. So once you do that, you're ready to go, man. You got roughly 3 inches of wire to play with. And then as far as where the copper is going to connect to the actual plug itself, I usually like to cut it back, as far as my insulation on that wire, I like to cut it back about 1/2 inch. All right, so that's about 1/2 inch as far as exposed copper. And that's going to go into the actual, holes to be connected to the actual connector. All right, so just wanted to drop in real quick, give you a quick pointer on how to, I guess, more easily set up your wire. And this wire is going to end up being a generator extension wire. Just giving you some dimensions on how far to cut back, so on and so forth. So it makes life a little bit easier. Once again, this is Wasi signing out. Hopefully this information was helpful. If it is, smash the likes, man, and make sure you subscribe. We're going to start doing these videos on a daily basis. All right, bless.